One second.
Huh? We're not live? Yo. Yo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fellas. I forgot one thing. We gather together for fellowship. So if you don't know somebody, please come up and introduce yourself. Let them know the organization you're from. Let them know you're the president of this organization, vice president. So we all know who we are, put a face to the organization. So if there's an issue at some of your games in the playoffs this week, in the future, you can call them and not call me. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody with fellowship and everybody should come together and everybody should know one another. Big Tri-State family. Family. All right.
So we live,
I'll
man.
be watching the football game, right?
We live.
BTS first round of the playoffs. Congratulations to everyone who made it. Taking a day off from the podcast show, I guess. Jay's gonna try to hold that down. It's horrible, but it is what it is. 7U, we gonna jump right in. 7U.
Yeah, we live. So Mike is doing a live podcast. He's reading the brackets out live. I'm gonna read it to you guys too. I'm trying to look for the thing. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? All right, there we go. Perfect. So Mike is over there reading the
Bullshit.
he's going live with the playoffs.
All right. So we're gonna start off with the baby division. Actually, I think it's one of the most exciting divisions. Watching these young guys get better and running crazy, running the wrong way, and all that other good stuff. And with that being said, we're gonna start off with 7U. Playing first week of the BTS playoffs starting next week, October 28th, that weekend. We'll have in the Northwest Division, we have the Brooklyn Chiefs dominating organization, especially on that 7U level where they kicked everybody's butt. With 15 kids, if I'm not mistaken, as the number one seed, and they will be playing against the number 4 seed, probably one of the youngest teams in the 7U division, the Brooklyn Renegades.
The Brooklyn Renegades.
Congratulations to
Play
those guys.
The Chiefs.
The
First
Renegades
game.
will be traveling to the Chiefs. And then we got Northwest second seed Staten Island Hurricanes. Um, another whole bunch of first year football players. You know, they did a really good job this season. They'll be playing against a crafty Harlem Jets team as they are the number 3 seed, and they'll be playing on next Saturday. So congratulations to those 2 organizations, and their first round of those 4 organizations in their first round of the playoffs. In the Northeast Division, we have the Avengers with a first round bye, and we have the first year program. You guys, I'm sorry, they're here, ladies and gentlemen, so I can actually ask the Queens Thoroughbreds. What is New York Thoroughbreds? All right, we have the New York Thoroughbreds first year organization as they are locked in for the number 2 seed, and they also receive a bye, and they'll be starting their first round of the playoffs the following week, which I believe is November 4th. So congratulations to the Queens Avengers and the New York Thoroughbreds. All right. Next up, we have the Jersey side, which is real smooth, real quick on the 7U division. We have the Dark Knights, which locked up the number 1 seed. Congratulations to those guys. Can't stand them. One of the worst organizations in the. Oh wait, my bad. I'm not on a podcast show. My bad. But this is the Dark Knights. I do my homework a little bit. The Dark Knights. This is their first year with having this age level this young. So for them to lock down the number 1 seed out in Jersey is a big accomplishment. I like talking smack. The former national champ head coach, he decided to go down and coach the babies because he knew he was in trouble on the 12U division. So he got out of there real quick. Smart man. So. So congratulations, Dog Knights locked down the first lockdown, the number 1 seed, and they have the Jersey side. They will have a first round bye, along with the GA Gladiators. They also, they actually had 7U last year. A couple of returning players. They were pretty solid last year. They won't meet the Dark Knights until November 4th. And the infamous, one of the guys that had the babies for a real long time, very consistent, running the streets with these babies. Silk City Cardinals, their first year in the program in BTS, locked down the number 1 seed on the southeast side, and they because of the way the brackets are set up, they already qualified for the conference championship. So they're awaiting the winner of the Dark Knights and the GA Gladiators. 7U. Yes, congratulations to the Silk City Cardinals.
So we got Dark Knights and GA.
Jersey, we need to get 7U.
We got the Silk City.
It's popping, man. We really need to get it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? But we had a good start. I ain't mad. We had a great start, especially for you guys. Because if we look at the Jersey, GA Gladiators, they had 7U last year, but Dark Knights first year, we was able to steal Silk City for this year. Hopefully we can keep rock around for a little while, you know what I'm saying? And maintain and get that 7U division a lot better. So that's our 7U division for this
the 7U division
2023. Congratulations to those teams that made it.
7U division. We have
all right, 8U. Jump on the 8U. We're gonna go 8U Northwest. 8U Northwest. We have in the Harlem Jets locked in the number 1 seed. in the 8U division. They'll be playing against the Brooklyn Renegades.
Muted.
Two solid programs normally for the most part. Jets always solid in the 8U division. They play summer ball, spring ball, summer ball with their ace. They actually are the defending champions in the Sam Jackson League.
So we got the Jets of Harlem, the number 1 seed,
and the
8U.
Jets. The Brooklyn Chiefs,
The Brooklyn Renegades, the number 4 seed. The Brooklyn Chiefs, the number 2 seed, and the show, the number 3 seed.
Kind of rivalry right now. I'll stop. I'm not even giving you that much credit.
Then on the other side, the northeast side, we got the Queens Avengers, the number 1 seed, the 4 seed, the Long Island Knights, the number 2 seed, Hempstead, and number 3, the BK Saints.
I'm being biased because I can't be. It's my show. We're trying to go there and upset the Chiefs. It was a great game at the Castle with the Chiefs pulling it out by, I believe, a touchdown. They got the head coach, the big Poncho Prez over there coaching those.
Yes, we did 7U for Avengers already.
So shout out to Justin and the Brooklyn Chiefs as he'll go against our rookie coaches at the show, and hopefully we'll be able to put on an upset. We have on the northeast side, we have the Queens Avengers. A normal dominant performance for those guys. Again, I believe they were undefeated. They went down. They didn't go down at all. They went and beat up on everybody. They'll be playing the Long Island Knights, another new program who locked down the 4th seed. And the Long Island Knights will be traveling to the Avengers. Coach Kia and
so the 8U division is very interesting. You got you're gonna have some crazy games.
So shout out to them.
Look at this.
Lockdown, the number 2 seed in the Northeast will be the Hempstead Raiders, and they'll be taking on the number 3 seed, the Brooklyn Saints.
The Brooklyn Saints are in the playoffs. Chase, congratulations.
And great job for what they're doing, man. They got to keep up the good work. They're doing a phenomenal job. All right. 8U.
Then we got the 8U.
Next 8U division,
the South.
The Jersey side of things. We have the undefeated. It's everybody's running from them.
AIP with the number 1 seed. And the GA Gladiators with the number 2 seed.
Somewhere. Oh, there you go. My bad. He's hooping it up right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's the rematch.
They'll be playing. They actually have a first round bye. They'll be playing against the GA Gladiators. It's a nice little rivalry. That's growing with those guys. So they'll be playing against the GA Gladiators on November 4th.
I'm gonna post the brackets as the show goes along.
And Knights Elite.
The Knights Elite with the number 1 seed on the southeast side.
In the southeast division, they'll be taking
and
on
the EO Jags, the number 2 seed.
The number 2 seed. The East Orange Jaguars are little scrappy boys too, by the way. Those guys are scrappy, man. Shout out to those guys.
So we got ARP versus GA Gladiators, 11-4.
I would give my predictions, but nah, I don't feel like.
Then we got the Knights Elite versus EO Jags, November 4th, to get to the conference championship.
9U.
The 9U division, the number 1 seed,
9U,
the show.
Northwest, we have
the number 4
the
seed,
show.
the Renegades.
Taking on
the number 2
Renegades.
seed, the Brooklyn Chiefs versus the number 3 seed, the Harlem Jets.
A lot to say about the show, but I'm not going to speak too much on it. But they're pretty solid, pretty good team defensively. Looking forward to the next round of that playoffs.
And on the northeast side, we got the number 1 Queens Avengers. We'll be playing the Far Rockaway Ravens.
Brooklyn Chiefs locked down the number 2 seed.
The number 2 seed, Hempstead, will play the number 3 seed, Jamaica Bulldogs.
The Harlem Tupacs. They locked down the number 3 seed. Northeast, we have the Avengers, the number 1 seed, who's very consistent on that division. And they'll be playing against
the Avengers still are the defending champions.
And the number 2 seed.
You don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs.
Will be the Hempstead Raiders, and they'll be taking on the Jamaica Bulldogs. Congratulations to those guys and making it to the
Hempstead
great job.
Bulldogs. That's going to be a good one. The rematch of last year. Last year, Hempstead knocked Jamaica out the playoffs. So Jamaica's coming back for revenge.
We have the Dark Knights.
On the Jersey side.
They'll be playing
Dark Knights, the number 1 seed.
On November 4th.
They'll play against the Kaziks.
To go to the AFC Championship. I mean, I'm sorry, the AFC Championship. And we'll have the Knights Elite.
The Knights Elite versus the EO Jags. The number 1 seed, undefeated.
They Aints was pretty good last year. There's a lot of bullshit going on last year, but Coach Chris,
the number 2, the Bergen,
got that together.
Played against number 3, Silk City.
Videos. If I had my laptop, I'd have had Coach Chris dancing for y'all. You know what I mean? But I don't have the laptop today, so we got to pass. The next show, it's going down. All right. But the Knights Elite, they'll be taking on the East Orange Jaguars, the number 4 seed, and coming back into the league, the number 2. Actually, I don't know if you guys know a little history or whatever, but Bergen was in the league on a low last year, but they were under another division, in another program. There was with T-Mac, and they actually won the Division 2 championship last year.
Yeah, we lost.
So they came back solid, went back to Bergen, and now they're the number 2 seed, and they'll be taking on a really tough, scrappy number 3 seed in the Silk City Cardinals. So
Knights Elite, a lot to prove, man. They undefeated all season.
And looking forward to
It's gonna be crazy, man. There's gonna be a crazy game right there. The Knights Elite on the other side, and the Dark Knights. They both. Well, the Dark Knights got 1 loss. The Knights Elite undefeated.
All right. East Orange will be traveling to Knights Elite. All right. Next up, we have 10U.
The 10U division.
You know I'm a pop shit about 10U because I am the 10U coach. And I'm proud to say the only
number 1 seed
undefeated,
show.
unscored
Number 1 seed
in BTS.
They got a bye the first week.
Hurricanes 10U.
The Jets.
And
the number 2 seed will play the Renegades, the number 3 seed.
So shout out to the
on the other side, you have the first seed, the Rifles.
They have a
They'll
first
play number 4, Rosedale. Number 2, Long Island Knights will host the Queens Avengers.
Locked up the number 2 seed. They'll be taking on the Brooklyn Renegades.
You're gonna get it right now.
That's gonna be a wash. Jets.
You're gonna get it. You got them.
Then we have on the Northeast, we have the Springfield Rifles. They'll be taking on the Rosedale Jets. Rosedale will be traveling to the Rifles. Rifles came out and started kicking everybody's butt. So shout out to the Rifles, man. Great bounce back for those guys. We have the new program, Long Island Knights, locking down the number 2 seed. They're taking on a crafty number 3 seed and the Queens Avengers. So we got a couple of good games. Actually, I think the only good game for that week will be the Knights Elite. I mean, Long Island Knights and the Long Island Knights. My bad. And the Queens Avengers. That's probably gonna be the only good game.
So we're gonna give you the playoffs. Then after we do the brackets, me and Mike we're gonna be talking to you guys.
10U Southwest. We have GA Gladiators versus AIP. Sorry, AIP. You tried really hard. You had a pretty decent season. Jagged Kids show as goodbye. We got the Dark Knights locking down the number 2 seed. In the 10U division, we got Dark Knights versus the Northwest Broncos. So what was the score of that game when y'all played? Northwest Broncos and Dark Knights 10U. So that has potential upset.
Rosie.
Yeah, that was a really good game. Nita. That was the potential upset. You know, I got a toe smack because the Dark Knights 10U coaches ran down on me at the field.
So we have all the
I
presidents in the
will be
building.
having a
We're
Northwest
gonna get some
Broncos
interviews with some of the
10U
presidents
shirt on,
and see what's going on
and I
too.
will be attending that game. But like I said, Dark Knights won that game 7-0 against the Northwest Broncos. So that should be a great game. We have the Knights Elite. I think they're going to dominate the dynasty. They had a first year program. They had a little tough time, but Knights Elite had a pretty solid 10U team as they locked down the number 1 seed. And then on the 10U Bergen locked down the number 2 seed. They're playing against Montclair. I think Mark Bergen's going to kick Montclair, but you never know. Any given Sunday, any Saturday. All right. Next up, we have 11U Show versus the Harlem Jets. Can't give you the backstory on that, but we got the Stratton Island Hurricanes 11U taking on the Harlem Jets. I think they should have no problem beating on those guys. Pretty good game. Well, the Brooklyn Renegades are taking on the Brooklyn Chiefs. That should be an interesting game as both teams are up and coming. Renegades trying to solidify themselves. That team been solid. They've been together. The Chiefs just was able to put a 11U team together, merged it with their 10. So little scrappy group of guys trying to get in there and make it a game. We got Long Island Knights, locked down the number 1 seed, first year organization. In BTS taking on the Queens Avengers, number 4 seed. Avengers will be traveling to Long Island Knights. Rosedale Jets locked down the number 2 seed, and they'll be taking on Far Rockaway Raven. The Ravens will be traveling to Rosedale. On the 11 Jersey side, we have the Dark Knights locking down the number 4 seed. I'm sorry, my bad. I just got a text message from Karima threatening me and texting me. All right, Dark Knights locked down at number 1 seed, and I have to check the stats, but they said that they're undefeated and unscored on. I don't believe it though. That's not true either, but whatever. All right, so shout out to those guys. I think they're 3 times, 9, 10, no, 2 times back-to-back. They're back-to-back champions in BTS. So shout out to those guys, man. Solid program, solid group of coaches. I'm sorry, they're not back-to-back. It's their first year in the championship.
I was mine.
Nights a week. Last year was Dark Knights. All right, back-to-back, y'all. All right, back-to-back. My bad, Hop. Stop looking at me. They'll be taking on the GA Gladiators. We got the Northwest Broncos locking down the number 2 seed. Northwest Broncos got some D tackles, boy. Oh my God. Taking on the Hudson County Dolphins and I call them number 21, Speedy Gonzalez. So that should be a really good game. We got the Knights Elite locking down the number 1 seed, and they'll be taking on the East Orange Jags. Who I would like
Dark Knights.
Dark Knights.
Knights Elite, both undefeated.
See, locking it down on the southeast side is the Montclair Cobras, and they will be taking on the Silk City Cardinals. Silk City will be traveling to Montclair, so we have some couple good games in Jersey for that week. The only non-good game will be the defending champs. Whoever they play, just don't waste the time. Don't support the discussion. Don't do nothing. Don't go. Don't waste the time. Don't go. I had one when you left. All right. 12U. 12U, we have the Brooklyn Chiefs, the most dominant 12U team in BTS as they proved today when they beat the. He don't want to look at me now. I got his head. He don't feel good. He don't feel good now. All right, Brooklyn Chiefs. Beat up. They had locked down the number 1 seed. They're gonna blow the Bombers out. As the Bombers locked down the 4 seed. Staten Island Hurricanes. Oh my God, they'll be taking on the Brooklyn Renegades. Should be a good game. The number 1 seed on the northeast side, the Hempstead Raiders, they locked down number 1 seed. They have a first round bye. And number 2 seed, Rosedale, will be taking on the Brooklyn Saints. As the Brooklyn Saints will be traveling to Rosedale. That was a pretty good game the last time these 2 teams played. So if you guys are interested in the 12U bracket, if you want to see a good game, that Rosedale game should be a good one. On the Jersey side of things, we got the Dark Knights locking down the number 1 seed. They'll be taking on AIP's number 4 seed. Sorry, Mega. That's a done deal for you guys. The Northwest Broncos locked down the number 2 seed. They'll be taking on the GA Gladiators in the Southwest Conference. And then we have number 1 seed, the Bergen County Stars, All-Stars taking on the number 4 seed, Montclair Cobras, and the number 2 seed, Knights Elite, taking on Dynasty. As the Dynasty locked down the number 3 seed. Special shout out to those guys, the teams that made it to the playoffs. It's 0-0, so you never know. Upsets are in the making. And in the 13U division, bullshit. We have the Staten Island Hurricanes. Taking on no one, and they have a bye. Congratulations to the Staten Island Hurricanes as they advance to the conference championship. Who said that? Bullshit. I just want to know, because I do love the Hurricanes, but nobody said bullshit when we said the 6 City Cardinals advanced to the conference championship on 7U. Nobody said that. Right. Nobody said that. Right. No, nobody said that. Right. That's your nice guy for not saying anything. Nobody said bullshit. Bullshit. AIP is undefeated. So why would you have a bye if they are in your division? No, we're not. I'm not talking after this. So good. Say it now. Say it with your chest. Wow. Mike, you're not going to Florida. Jerry, I go 7U and 10U. Yes, I am. All right. What? Positive. Positive. All right. All right. Rosedale. I'm sorry. Long Island Knights will be taking on the Jamaica Bulldogs in the Northeast Division, as the Rosedale Jets will be waiting on the winner of the Long Island Knights and the Jamaica Bulldogs. So special shout out to those guys that made it to their playoffs and the show for going to the conference championship and waiting for the winner. Next up, we have the Jersey side of things. We have the Northwest Broncos locking down the number 1 seed as they will be playing. What the fuck? Huh? I said the Northwest Broncos will be playing the Hillside Comets in November and the conference championship in November 4th. I'm sorry, the division championship. I apologize. The division championship. And on the other side of things, we have the Silk City Cardinals taking on the number 4 seed Montclair Cobras. The Northwest Broncos, I apologize. The Northwest Broncos locking down the number 1 seed, and the Hillside Comets locking down the number 2 seed. So the number 1 seed will be playing the number 2 seed in that division championship in the Southwest. Oh, let me check my comments. All right. On the other side, we have the Silk City Cardinals locking down the number 1 seed in the Southeast. They'll be playing against the number 4 seed Montclair Cobras, and the number 2 seed Knights Elite will be playing against the number 3 seed. I got East Orange Jaguars. Knights Elite is in the building. What was that score when y'all played Knights Elite, East Orange Jag? What was that score? Anybody remember?
13-6,
Nah.
I think. Yeah, 13-6.
There is no dark cheese. There is no dark cheese on it. No. There's no dark cheese 13 on it. No.
We'll get Mike.
Say that again.
We'll get Mike.
Do you want to discuss it?
No. No, move on. Move on. Move on.
I was told not. I was told I have no control over. I was told I can't discuss that right here, but I will be on my podcast in a few minutes to discuss it.
Yeah, you can do that on your broadcast.
Huh? Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So, need to pull up the jersey sign again, please. Give you out a chip. Just give you out a chip 113, that's what you're saying? Y'all gonna beat the Northwest Broncos? What was the score? 18-6. Oh, that was the Wednesday night game? No, I wasn't there. Okay, so let's go. All right, so I'm gonna turn it over right now. I'm gonna turn the mic over to the president, owner of BTS. Once again, this is the 2023 playoff bracket. Turn everything over back to my fly guy Tyrone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, everyone. Once again.
All right, guys, we about to go live right now.
Me
and Mike. Mike's coming over.
We'll be fixing that. There's an 8U bracket mistake on the paper. There will be a tracker sheet at check-in for the playoffs you'll be getting email, the tracker sheet. It's not an NPR, it's just a tracker sheet, who checks into the game, you know. We will be getting that. And that's it.
Hold up,
Any
guys.
other
We're gonna talk to y'all in a couple of minutes.
brackets,
We're gonna let y'all know what's
about the
going on
playoffs?
with the brackets.
You know.
So we're gonna post the brackets in a couple of minutes.
You know.
But we're gonna talk to you guys and let you know what's going on around the league and everything.
Week 7, you know, I would like to discuss something real quick. Week 7 in Big Tri-State, we know that most playoff brackets was already set, and we had quite a few no-shows, no calls, forfeits for Week 7. You know, everyone knows they had a schedule 7 weeks ago, so you know that it's very important that you fulfill your obligation to the organization. You know, we will fix that.
We're not doing a show tomorrow. We're doing a show right now.
That,
and then we're gonna.
That never happens again.
Yo, Mike. Yo, Mike.
Where week 6 and 7 will be very important, and no one will say, "Okay,
my fault, y'all.
Show up. We're not going to go."
All right.
You know,
so
we'll fix that.
We're gonna fix the 8U bracket. There's a discrepancy in the 8U bracket, I believe.
To make sure that week 6 and 7 are important games that everybody show play a week of football. You know.
So we went through the brackets. So we're gonna talk about everything that's going on right now. So.
Okay. What he said was, is there a minimum amount of teams, like 3 teams in the entire conference? It should be 1 playoff. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to happen. And the reason being is every year is going to be different.
League president talking right now.
It's going to be
he's talking about what's going on right now.
Between 7U and 13U that has less teams. And that means that we will be making changes every single year. Every year we'll change something. And that's not continuity, and that's not structure. We have to put it on the organization to go out and recruit and get your teams up. If everyone has 7 through 13, we don't have.
Can y'all hear Tyrone? No. Can y'all hear him?
We'll discuss that. I hear that. We'll discuss that during the spring.
Can y'all hear Tyrone or no?
Meeting.
Okay, good.
We have our spring meeting.
Perfect.
We'll come in and when we're together, and we'll go over all those situations.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at the screen,
issues,
everything.
You know,
I'm looking at the schedule.
Make sure you write it down. Make sure you
I'm looking at the comments.
Because we do have meetings together where we go over everything, and it was an open forum, and we discussed it all.
I'm waiting for Mike to come on. We're gonna tell y'all what's going on with everything right now.
Remember, we don't rule you. We govern. We ask you guys what you want to do. You know, but it's very important that we keep the structure of the league intact. Because if we don't, we'll be changing things every single year. Every single year. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's 8:42. The food is still coming out. Drinks are still going. I thank you guys for coming. The show is still going on. I don't know what Mike&Jay over there talking about, but I thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
All right, so the meeting's over. So now we're gonna keep on going with the show.
And I hope us to have a great
yo, Mike,
championship. The D2 playoffs starts this week.
The number 1 plays the number 2 seed in the 8U because there's only 2 teams in the bracket. So they both have a bye the first game. They'll play each other on November 4th.
I need those flag playoffs also. They start this week also. They're going to play at the D2 championship on November 4th.
See y'all, man. All right, yo.
Okay, we need to maybe let's cut that and get the playoffs started, unless everyone didn't play each other. You know, I need that to be done. So we can start the flag championship so they can play during the D2 championship on November 4th. Big Tri-State Championship will be again at Rutgers, November 18th or 19th. We have both.
I'm gonna get right to it. Don't worry.
And
Just give me a couple of
also the
minutes. Give me a couple of
conference
seconds. Give me a couple of seconds. I'm coming.
For the North will be at Wagner College. And
Got you.
the
Yes, sir.
conference championship
I got my man right here.
between Heath
I got my man,
Stadium and
Hawk.
Haven Point. I have both locations
So Hawk,
for
what's going on, man?
the weekend.
Today, man, you had a tough game against the Brooklyn Chiefs.
It's always gonna be tough.
Sam, 11th?
You know,
11th, November 11th.
got
Haven Point and Heath
what I
Stadium.
saw today is
The
two teams
South Conference
that are
championship.
capable of
Yes.
winning the
And the
national
12th is
championship.
at Wagner College.
Period.
So
Mhm.
That's it.
we have
That's what I
all
saw
those
today.
locations.
I mean, this was definitely an interesting game, and for your defense to hold up, and they scored on defense too, so it was a defensive battle. They scored two pick six touchdowns. So it was like in the beginning of the game, it was like that. Y'all turned the ball over, they turned the ball over. So it was like turnover the first half. I think it was because of the nerves, and then the second half, y'all came out. Both teams came out on fire, and then it was good.
It was a war.
All right,
I didn't expect anything else.
we have an issue that came about to the league. It's very important that you guys hear this issue. I'm gonna let.
Good man. You turn the mute down?
I'm gonna express the issue first before anybody leave. Before anybody at the president's leave, I want to express this issue.
Hold on.
So you know our rule about dual participation.
Okay.
You know
So here we
that
go. Tyler
you
talking about it right
cannot
now.
have kids playing in another league. You know, I want to express that to you that that's what happened. People asking what happened with the Dark Chiefs. They had an issue with a kid that played for
Tell me
the
turn the mute
Dark
down.
Chiefs and the
Tell me
Jets
turn the
of
mute
Harlem.
down.
And Coach TJ would like to
So
discuss it with
right
the
now,
president of the league.
we
we
have a situation. The Dark Chiefs had a player playing for the Dark Chiefs in the Harlem Jets.
He basically summed it up in a nutshell. What
But
happened
the Dark
was
Chiefs didn't know about the player playing in both leagues,
we had a
and the parents signed their kid up
decided
to both teams.
she wanted
So,
to do her own thing.
With the dual participation rule,
She took
that's
her
why
kid,
the Dark Chiefs are not
signed him
on
up
the
with the
playoffs.
Harlem Jets and played games after the season already had started. For years, we always
Him said had high school kids playing.
Long Island, Connecticut, New Jersey. You know, we were too heavy. We never had this issue. We don't get down like that. Before the season, we lost 6 kids. Before the season, she did it on her own. There's nothing on her social media. There's nothing on the kids' social media. She don't post no games. She don't do anything. The way this came about, when they put to play the Wolfpack, the coach from the Wolfpack recognized the kid because in the spring we all did the TP&J, whatever, and we went under the heavy hitters, and he was part of the coaching staff. So he realized that's a Dark Chief kid. We got 8 games on YouTube. Like a lot of our kids are recognizable in the street.
Middle schools.
So what's the stop? What's the stop that can happen from anybody or any organization? You can't control a parent, an uncle, a brother from saying, you know, I'm gonna go over to the Long Island League now, or if my team got town ball and sign up for town ball, and you don't know nothing about it. The team don't got no name. Team, or the kid is not a recognizable kid or a standout individual. This happened with the 32 Dark Chiefs. He was certified to us previously. We had him the whole spring. We played the season. He's certified with them after the season in UTL. We had no knowledge. The kid comes to practice. We got the mother on recording. We're like, so when does he practice? He don't practice. He just show up with them. What helmet do he wear? Why nobody reached back out to us? I have a Harlem Jet 13U roster. The kid named like on the roster. So now I have kids. I have some kids that four went their JV season. They fought to play 13U. They forfeited their JV season to play 13U, and now they can't play. They don't even know the news yet. That's gonna crush them. They do know now. But that had nothing to do with them. That had to do with their parent, them, their work ethic. This was something done solely by another individual with their own motive, whatever the situation. Maybe she wanted to get her kid to get more playing time, more snack, whatever the situation was. And I just feel everybody needs to understand that this could be you. It's like the rule is the rule, but at some time, this is an ungoverned rule. And not to even cut deeper, I'm sure, I'm not gonna say sure, but I've been told that it is going on in other, you might not even know, it's going on in other organizations, right? It's because I'm pretty much sure it's going on in other organizations. Exactly. So, and that was her thing, but I'm not gonna buy that because on our end, we ensure that. We specify, listen, if your kid wants to go, or if your kids want to play high school, let us know. We wish them the best, move forward. So from our end, no parent can ever say they didn't know. If they choose to say that, that's what we clarify it over and over.
Even more so, because we knew we were going to be under such scrutiny, we made every single parent sign a waiver before it even starts that you're not going to play in another league or play in a high school game or be on a high school roster. We knew that in advance. So we came just today and just found this out just this morning, right? All I'm saying, just like Coach CJ says, if everything is going to be applicable, it needs to be above the board, across the board, for every level and every team. And the same way that things are missing on the schedule, okay, we will show over the course of the next week, there are several teams and several levels that will need to be stricken from the playoffs as well.
If it's founded that there are players that play on another team during this season, are the rules gonna be the same?
Yes.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Right? Because this is something that the league needs to figure out an alternative measure instead of just ban the team, kick the team. Whether it's strip vacate the wins, suspend the player, suspend the parent, fine the organization. Because as an organization, you cannot govern what that family does when they leave. Exactly, you can't govern that. They leave your field, and if you got kids from Long Island, so everybody got kids from wherever, and they want to play for their backdoor team, and now somebody sees it. How are you now liable for something you had no knowledge of or could control? Now that one thing affects 30, 50, 60 kids. As you can see, the dog cheeses are missing from the playoffs. We're missing from the playoffs the week of the playoffs. Our kids are going to be destroyed. This is crazy. Their parents just not going to find this out. Like, this is insane. Those kids been working. If anybody been following us, we've been outside from February, March, putting in work, traveling, training, getting ready, up and down. We're not giving guys an opportunity. You get knocked off, you get knocked off. But for something that was not, it wasn't an oversight by the board, it wasn't an oversight by the coaching staff. It was. But that's what we come to. This is why we want to bring it to the league, to all the presidents, because a huge thing in BTS.
Yes, I'm gonna put the brackets in the group
Opinion, and in
a couple of minutes.
I've always advocated was there's a limited voice amongst a limited voice. You know, it's like this is what it is, this is what it's going to be, and that's that. You know, and not everything can be just like that. Some things have to now be presented to the board, if there's a board, the masses. And I would consider this the board, the presidents, whether however you want to rank them or the situation may be. If everybody's participating, paying, I think everybody should have a voice, whether it's big, small, whatever. Everybody should have some sort of voice, especially on critical matters like this that affect 30, 50 kids. This is a lot, man. So I just want you gentlemen to hear what's going on.
I'll just like to leave at this and say, if you put yourself in our shoes, right? The amount of time, the amount of painstaking investment that we put in, right?
He didn't say he was a Wolfpack president. He said a Wolfpack staff member.
Trying to create parity in the league, okay? On our level, we created parity in the league. Otherwise, it would be no parity, right? Put yourself in our shoes. We take every single precaution, okay? We get the parents to sign waivers. Unbeknownst to us, a player who doesn't even play, who would be if we had an NPR, does this. And for the parents to then message us now to find out on a live recording that the whole season is now thrown out because of. So we want to ask for an appeal and put it forward to the presidents here to determine what we can do. Because, like I said, as it stands right now, these are not holistic rules that are applied across the board.
I just want to say another thing. I noticed a lot in this league, and I kind of posted this the other day. We all had this like, it doesn't affect me. I'm gonna mind my business type mentality, right? We're quiet on a lot of issues until it affects us, until it affects our team individually, and everybody wants it uproar. So we gotta break that. We gotta break that because I noticed that a lot of people they have sidebar conversations. Yo, I don't like this, I don't like that. Blah 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 blah. Oh, BTS this, blah blah blah, or whatever the situation may be. But if it don't really affect them, they'll keep it as a sidebar. You know, and then when it does affect them or their organization, then everybody wants a platform. When we have a chance to stand up for each other or a chance to voice ourselves, we have to take that opportunity, and we don't. Because there's a lot of people that have a lot of valid rights on different issues. And you hold it to yourselves as if you're afraid. I don't think nobody here is intimidated. I don't think the BTS tried to intimidate anybody from speaking. I think we just don't. And we gotta break that chain. If we're not gonna progress, this is a minority league, and we gotta. It's not gonna be perfect, but we have to work together to get it better. We can't get it better by just being quiet. We can't get it better by being quiet. We have to speak up, and if you feel it's wrong, say it's wrong. Like that's because
He didn't say. He said that one of the coaches from the heavy hitters knew the kid. One of the heavy hitter coaches knew the player, and the kid played on two teams. That's what they're saying. One of the coaches from the heavy hitters knew the player, and the kid played on both teams. He played for the Harlem Jets, and he played for the Dark Chiefs. So to our knowledge, the Harlem Jets got eliminated from the playoffs, and UTL also for dual participation.
And now we got 3-4 teams lined up like that. Oh, so you taking those 3-4 teams out the playoffs too? It's going to tear everything down.
So it wasn't the Wolfpack; it was the heavy hitter, one of the heavy hitter coaches that coached with them in the spring.
So
had knew the kid that played on both teams. So that's mine. But
as opposed to waiting till after the playoffs and finishing.
No, this is mine.
So
This is mine.
I don't know what the procedure is because I don't have a rule book, I don't have bylaws, I don't know how things.
I got a ticket. It's been here for like 2 hours. I got a ticket. You got to 9 o'clock.
What is right
Yeah.
for the kids, and what is right for the program, and what is right for the.
Yes, it is. Just get it. Just get it. Tell you get it.
Okay, you guys have your say. And we have an appeals process when it comes to the president. We pick presidents in the league, and since you guys have discussed it, we pick the presidents and we discuss it with them and we get their vote. What we'll do is we'll take the South presidents, since they don't have a dog in the fight. We'll get the South presidents, that they are the dog in the fight, and we'll discuss it with them, and they'll vote on whether to allow the Chiefs, 13 to continue on the play. Now, let's understand one thing. I'm not trying to deter anyone's vote, but remember, rules are rules, and rules are for everyone, not individuals. That's it. The rules
So
are made.
they're going to take a vote
so
with the
we
presidents
cannot have
of the teams in the playoffs
in the league.
and see if
They ask
the Dark
the
Chiefs can
question
come back in the
that if
playoffs.
They come forward with information and proof that other people are doing it, will they be disqualified? Absolutely, 100% yes. And will it affect the playoffs in any other way? Yes. But guess what? That's the rules. It doesn't matter. The people that are not breaking the rules will go forward, and the people that are won't. That's it. And that's how we keep the league clean. That's how we keep the league clean. There's been situations in the past that I'm pretty sure presidents didn't agree with the rule. But some was disqualified, and that was it. That's all I'm saying. I just understand all the presidents who vote on this, we're not voting now because everyone is not here. We're not voting now. We will vote. I will be discussing with you guys. I will take your vote. I will have.
Yes, the Jets got disqualified from their league also.
We'll have it.
They got disqualified from the playoffs from their league.
Let it be understood that bottom line is, it may happen to one of you later down the line. We can't set a precedent of every time something goes wrong, we have to change the rule. The rule is the rule. That's all I'm saying. All right, gentlemen? It is now 9 o'clock. The food is gone and drinks are still popping, so I hope you guys. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll have to vote this week before Thursday, so we can know if you guys are going to start playing in the playoffs again. For sure. This week before.
I just say this.
All right? Have a good night,
You
gentlemen.
announcing, I didn't even know what the fuck you was saying. And I'm following you. I'm here like this, like, all right, I'll make sure I got 7 you. All right, no plastic.
All right. So we're going to be on tomorrow. I heard what happened. The playoffs are up. I'm going to post the brackets in the group in a couple of minutes. See you guys later. All right, guys. We're going to get cut off with the music.